Assalamu
So,
alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to another episode of the World Muslim Communities Council Ramadan Lectures. Today, I am happy to introduce prominent religious scholar Sheikh Afifuddin Jilani. He is head of Darul Jailan International and chairman of Al Warisin Trust. Sheikh will deliver his Ramadan lecture on the topic Ramadan, the month of hope and nearness. Sheikh, we are waiting for your wisdom of words.
Alhamdulillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidina Muhammad Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ihtada bihudah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahdul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much for hosting me tonight. May Allah grant you all acceptance in the month of Ramadan, the highest reward. As we are passing, all of us, an extraordinary time this Ramadan because of the issue of coronavirus. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all humanity and clear this waba pandemic very soon, inshallah. Ameen. And as Brother Abbas mentioned about our topic, which is Ramadan, the month of hope and nearness or closeness. When Ramadan comes, all the Muslims, they're very excited because there are lots of offers in the month of Ramadan, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala offered them, offered the Ummah. Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in a hadith, the month of Ramadan, first of it, rahmah, second of it, maghfirah, third of it, freedom from hellfire. May Allah reward us, inshallah, all these three in this month of Ramadan always. And because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one who made it in such a way that Ramadan is a fasting month, a month of worship. That means He subhanahu wa ta'ala loved this month. And He loved the deeds of this month. He loved fasting in this month, which is fard for the Ummah. He loved prayers of the month, tahajjud. He loves giving people whatever we can do of charity or help. He loves silatul rahim, for us to have a good relationship. If it's broken, we have to fix it. And if it is there already, we have to make it even better. So this month is special for its deeds and special for its reward. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give a special reward for the people of this month, for the people who fast and understood the meaning of the month of Ramadan. Example, in this month, there is a special night, Laylatul Qadr. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. Mean the reward of worship in one night equal to 1,000 nights. And this night, Allah honored this night, that Al-Quran al-Kareem revealed in this night, Laylatul Qadr. Quran al-Kareem for Muslims, everything. And imagine Quran al-Kareem revealed in the month of Ramadan, in the night of Laylatul Qadr. So this is something which is very special for all of us, that this month of Ramadan is a special month to be close to Allah and to have the hope. Because, example, if you want to talk about what's happening now for all the Muslims in the world, they are not only Muslims, the whole humanity. They don't know what's happening and what's going to happen. But when month of Ramadan come, that made the hope great. They become hopeful after being hopeless. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let me say that in a way, there is someone who went to ask somebody to say, do you have someone who can read for me my future, to know what's going to happen for me in the future? So that alim, the one who was asked, is a scholar, a wise scholar. He said to him, no, brother, I don't know who can read your future or someone who knows your future, but for sure I know who controls the future, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the future now, everyone knows it's in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the month of Ramadan, the month of hope. All of us hoping that they will be, inshallah, bi'idhnillah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a great barakah for the Ummah, for all humanity, for this disease to be, inshallah, cleared forever, bi'idhnillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is a hope for all of us. And this is what we are granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the Holy Quran, in Surah Al-Baqarah, if you read the verses of fasting, the verse talk about fasting, from the verse 183 to verse 187. This is Ayatul Siyam, the verses of fasting. You will see, كتب يا الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون, until the end of these verses. In between, you will find one verse talk about something else, not about fasting, talking about dua, supplication. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. And if my servants ask you concerning me, I am near. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. I will answer the supplication of the one who called me. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala installed a verse of dua, prayer, supplication, within ayatul siyam, the verses of fasting, what that mean? That means the dua will be maqbul, inshallah, for those who they fast. And Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, all the deeds of Bani Adam, كل عمل بني آدم له إلا الصوم فإنه لي. All the deeds of Bani Adam is for them, except fasting, it's mine. You see, because it's a pure ibadah, no show off here. And I can give money to someone to show people, but or I can do anything, I can pray tahajjud. But when we fast, everyone's same. Fast from Fajr until Maghrib. All the same. No matter who is he, where he live, from where he came. And this fasting, no one knows the reward of it. Even the angels, they so and so fasted the month of Ramadan. But the reward of fasting, they don't know what to say. It's a spiritual ibadah, pure spiritual ibadah, worship for the believers to be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He is the one who opened for them this door of closeness. It's something which we have to consider and to think of it very, very, very carefully, brothers and sisters. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the verse which I did just mention about ijabatul dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our dua, He said, فَإِنِّي قَرِيب, I am close. He didn't say, try to be close. He said, I'm close. What is the difference between you try to be close and He is close? First of all, there is difference between near and close. Let me give you an example. Your neighbor is a minister. Let's say your next door is a minister. And your friend come to you and he said, brother, I have something to be approved by this minister. Can you please ask him to help me? He would say to him, brother, I'm near to him, but I'm not close to him. That means what? He's my neighbor, yes, but we are not close to each other. I cannot talk with him. We are not friends. We are not. So now, near is different from close, right? طيب. When you say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one who offers you the closeness. It's like, for example, someone sitting, let's say, in a big function, and in that function there is one VVIP, king, president, prime minister attending. Of course, there will be special table for him, facing the audience, and sitting next to him all the VIPs next to him. Front of him there will be tables, of the audience, those of the invitees. Front of him, immediately there will be, the VIP, and at the end, less VIP, let's say, at the end, be normal people. If you are sitting within the people, but you are at the end, and you have attended this meeting because it's a reward for everyone, and you are one of those people who's supposed to get the reward because you are let's say, government servant or someone who did good for the company, etc. So then imagine that VVIP, the king or the president or prime minister, he said, I want so and so appointed to you to come and sit front of me in this table. The table just directly in front of me, facing me. You see, the people you will steal the attention of the audience. Who's this? Who's that? What he did? What his deeds? What? That's something great. Now, how about if that VVIP said, I want so and so to come and sit next to me, which is even greater. Yeah? طيب. How about now, if that VVIP comes all the way, walk all the way, to your table at the end and sit next to you. Now, see different here. First two, he offer, you're coming, you're trying because of your deeds. Last one, the third one, he himself come and sit close. You say, I am here next to you. Ask me of what you want. So, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلَ, to Allah, greatest example, of course, this is how we have an example of nearness, closeness. I am close. أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي. I am going to answer the prayer of the supplicant if he asks me. فليستجيبوا, let them obey me, let them obey that, let them respond to that. And in the month of Ramadan, there is a special dua. دعوة مستجابة for sure. For the ummah, all of them. This is all what? This is how Allah offers us hope, closeness, understanding to the month of Ramadan. Month of Ramadan, if we really want to get the benefit of the month of Ramadan, it shouldn't be month of fast to breakfast. It's a month of fast to worship. See, different when you say I am fasting, what's my breakfast? Who's going to invite me for breakfast? Am I going to invite? This time there is no such things. All of us having breakfast in the house with family. We have lost praying, even the prayer. You have lost praying this time at masajid. Or Taraweeh, you can see the golden time for masajid, every masjid here and there is the month of Ramadan. Salat Taraweeh, masajid full. Lectures, Khatm al-Quran, people reciting, Tadarus, Tadabbur. This time, no. We have to pray at home. We have lost to pray at masajid, but we have not praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, the masjid, Allah's house. But we still able, alhamdulillah, to pray to Him where? In our houses. With whom? With our family. So we are not lost praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are lost praying to Allah with our family to get the barakah of the month of Ramadan. I always used to say, sometimes our children, they will say, oh, are we going to pray, go to masjid tonight? What Tarawih? Which masjid? That imam too long. This one, the salat 20 rak'ah too long for us. This time there is no way to escape. The salat going to be at home together with them. So in another way, subhanahu wa ta'ala, offer us to pray with our family, forcing us to be together in a special occasion, which is to worship him subhanahu wa ta'ala together in the month of Ramadan in this situation we are facing now. So there are lots of things, if you think of it, it's really great. As we are, at the moment, we are together with our family in one place. It might be sometimes boring because you are not used to do that from 24 hours together for period to Allah knows. Inshallah, it won't take that long, bi'idhnillah. But it's a time for us to spend this quality time with our family, because those days, whenever you want to do something, before this issue happened, the pandemic, we used to say, when I have one day, I have time, I will sit with my family. When I have time, I will write. When I have time, I will do. Now you have time. That time has come. What are you going to do? How are you going to use it? And there's something very special at this time. Closeness to Allah, to subhanahu wa ta'ala, has three meanings. One meaning is to choose the place of worship, which is al-masjid, for example. Second, to choose a place for worship al-masjid in a best time. This is the second one, closest to Allah, through az-zaman, in a best time, which is, for example, the month of Ramadan, to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at masjid in the month of Ramadan. And to pray in the masjid, the month of Ramadan, in sujood, in ibadah. Everything, all what you have, you say, Ya Allah, I'm yours. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي. My servant, when Allah said my servant, they confirm his servant. When Allah give this title to his worshipper, is not something very easy. That's what all the prophets and messengers wants to be. You want to be Allah's servant. قال إني عبد الله. Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, I am Allah's servant. The first words came from his blessed mouth. Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, قال إني عبد الله. Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Abdullah wa Rasuluh. I am Allah's servant. So now, this is a time for us to be ibadullah, to approve that we are Allah's servant, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the time, the place, together in our houses, in a spot where we made in our houses, as a masjid. Most of us have planned, okay, this is our spot in the month of Ramadan. Here we're going to pray Fajr. Here we're going to pray Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. Here we're going to pray Tarawih. Here we're going to do our Tahajjud. Here we're going to do our Khatm Quran together as a family. This is spirit. See, this is what we call a spirit of Ramadan. Special spirit of Ramadan. Here is a place, here is all of us together. You will have no way to run away from khushu', because you are doing that with your own family. Looking to them, this is my future, and I am their future, and they are my future. So it's something very interesting. This is the time for us to do special ibadah together. This is a time where we're going to introduce to them Ramadan al-Mubarak. What is Ramadan? We have to get ready to do so. Ramadan is a special month because you're performing special ibadah. Fajr, from Fajr until Maghrib, you are fasting, you are in ibadah, you are in worship. As for example, when you pray, your salat, Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, you are in worship. You cannot do anything else other than the ibadah. So in the month of Ramadan, while during fasting hours, you shouldn't waste this opportunity of closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by doing something else. Like, see, people who say, no, nothing to do, I'm just watching movies, watching TV, playing games. Hey, where is fasting here? Where is the ibadah? If you are within the salat, for example, when you pray, can you do anything else? Cannot. Fasting, especially, is a fard, is a ibadah, is a pillar of Islam. Now, it's not pillar with our ibadah. Without our ibadah, Allah won't lose. The one who's going to lose is ourselves. You're going, can you imagine with me? Laylatul Qadr, the month of nearness. They call it Laylatul Qurb. 100% Laylatul Qurb min Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. تنزل الملائكة, the angels, والروح فيها, Jibreel alayhi salam. سلام هي. Subhanallah. It's one of the things. وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر. One of the things about ليلة القدر, one, you know, one thing about ليلة القدر, خير من ألف شهر. The worship better than 1,000. Imam Sufyan al-Thawri radiallahu anhu, he said, if Allah said Laylatul Qadr within the year, one night within the year, I will worship, I will fast and worship Allah for 1 year to get one night. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala offers us the hope to get Laylatul Qadr, and he said it is in Ramadan, and it's within, Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, within the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Yet the people are still asking which night. They want to know, is it 27th night? Is it 21st? Ya akhi, do the ibadah for the whole last 10 nights. Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the last 10 nights, alayhi, he is not in need for all of this. He's not in need for reward. He is, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to say, Ya Allah, you have bestowed lots of blessings on me. I want to be thankful to you. And that's the best time to do that, Ya Allah. So Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he's our greatest example, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in all these qualities of ibadah and trying our best to make use, to maximize our use for the best time to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is now, it's in Ramadan. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he will close his bed, be away from even his wives, and he spend his time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we are not going to get the first 20 days, the closeness to Allah, the sweetness of worship, if you're not going to get that, you won't get the sweetness of Qiyamul Layl and Tahajjud and Ibadat in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. As there is a sweetness to everything, there is a taste for everything, there is also taste for Ibadah. There is a saying by Jalaluddin Rumi, Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi said, everyone, all human beings will taste death, for sure. كل نفس ذائقة الموت. All will taste death. No way. But not every soul will taste life. Not everyone will taste life. The meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I have not created both of them, the jinn and ins, except to worship me. If you're not going to taste the sweetness of worship in Ramadan, then when? In this time where we're forced to be in a place to worship, nothing, you say nothing to do. No, there are many things to do. This ibadah is very special. This is a time where your life can be changed 180 degrees. This is a quality. The quality of ibadah is not only for me. Oh, Ramadan come. This time I'm missing going to Umrah. Every year I go to Umrah, last 10 minutes. Well, we people sometimes they go the whole month of Ramadan. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss going there to do tawaf around Ka'batullah, but you're not going to miss the worship at all. Allah knows because of He knows everything, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He knows what's happening, He knows when it's going to clear, and He knows who is going to do special worship in this month to make it happen. We cannot imagine someone who read Al-Quran, he recite Quran, he do Khatm Al-Quran, but he's doing ibadah, but his ibadah is sometimes maybe is empty. Why? Unjust. He's not doing right to his family. You're taking the money of his immediate family members, his sister wealth, the will his father left, for example, cheating people in his in his work, in his business. This is something which is ridiculous. Allah wants purity. As we said, with our ibadah, without our ibadah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, won't lose anything. We're the one who's going to lose. Now, when you say this ibadah, this worship in the month of Ramadan, very special, is a time for us to be thankful and grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani, always I say, for example, sometimes people argue about the number of Salat Tarawih. Yeah. Someone said, okay, it's 8 rak'ah, it's 20 rak'ah, it's like that. And I say, Ya akhi, brothers and sisters, don't always argue for nothing and you say this is sunnah and this is bid'ah. Wait a minute. This here is a month of worship, closeness to Allah, and one of the way to do that is to pray. Salat, nawafil. Pray how much you want. Nafila. No one will say, I cannot. Allah won't say, I won't accept. So let's imagine those they pray 2 rak'ah, they will get a check of 2,000. This is an example, reward. 2,000 dirhams. Those who pray 4 rak'ah, 4,000. Those who pray 8 rak'ah, 8,000. Those who pray 20 rak'ah, 20,000. See, if it is in a normal life, if they say, if you work overtime, you will get this reward. You get check of 20,000 if you stay the whole night. You say, Wallahi, I am ready to stay the whole night. And you will be there early also to do that. When it's come to ibadah, we have to understand that there's a quality for this ibadah. There is, of course, numbers, but this one is what? It's not only for me to get reward. Something else here happening. It's for me to be grateful to Allah. Ya Allah, you have blessed me with a roof, shelter, me and family, with this food. And there's someone who's suffering. Ya Allah, I want your help. And we need you always. Inna ma'al usri yusra. Each difficulty is followed by ease. Lots of qualities, brothers and sisters. So Ramadan is a month of hope, month of closeness to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we're going to lose it, who say we're going to catch it next year? And see, now we are the night of, this is the night of 6th of Ramadan. Already. It's just like yesterday started. It's running very fast. So don't delay what you can do today to tomorrow. Because number one, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and you don't know whether tomorrow will come or not. Allahu Alam, no one knows. وما تدري نفس بأي ماذا تكسب غدا وما تدري نفس بأي أرض تموت. No soul will know what's going to happen tomorrow and what you're going to get for tomorrow. No soul know where, in which land going to die. May Allah protect us. Sorry. It's almost Fajr time here. Nah, sorry, brother. So we have to now the time for us to the engine of worship have to pray. Here, this is the engine. No policeman will stop you. Every policeman will say, speed up, more, faster, go faster. This is the engine of Ramadan, the engine of fasting, the engine of worship, the engine of hope, the engine of dua. This is what we need now. This is what all of us hoping to. There are people now doing great job. Wallahi, I really admire. They're inspiring us. Those whom we call them now frontliners, they do murabata. Those people whom they are the doctors, the nurses, the police forces, they're doing great job in this time. Wallahi, in the month of Ramadan, there are many of them. You see, someone asked questions, say, Sheikh, I have to be in a hospital in emergency because of that. But I'm going to miss Tarawih. I said, brother, what Tarawih you talking about? All of us can pray Tarawih, but not all of us can do your job. When you revive, keep alive a spirit, you have given life for all humanity. So those people, they will get the best reward of Ramadan. Those whom they're sick, those whom they are sick. You see what Sayyidina al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Hadith Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ibn Adam, I was hungry and you didn't feed me. I say, Allah, how to feed you? And Allah. He says, so and so was hungry and you didn't feed him. If you fed him, you fed him. I was in need and you didn't come. So he said, if you fed him, if you give him. But when he can't talk about sick, I was sick and you didn't visit me. Say, Allah, how to? And you are Allah. He said, so and so was sick. And if you visited him, you will find me next to him. Ajib. Al-Marid, only here in this situation, he said, you will find me there for the sick. Allah, subhanallah. See, these nurses, this doctor, this all working medical, the team, no matter who are they, even the one who is in front, in the entrance of the hospital, from the smallest to the biggest one, those people, they'll get special reward min Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not easy, wallahi. Those in the month of Ramadan, I pray for the safety, inshallah, the safety of everyone. But they get special worship, special ibadah in the month of Ramadan al-Mubarak. It's our duty. If you ever have someone who is working in a hospital, he's a doctor, he's a nurse, and whatever, please send him a message, call him, say, brother, Jazakallah khair. Yes, he's not doing that for you, he's doing it for human beings. We have to respect the human beings for the sake of the creator of the human beings, for the sake of Allah, created by him. And you see how these people trying their best. You know, I know brothers who they are doctors and sisters are very close to me. And they're telling me about their life. And you know what? With all the time, they have not seen their family. There are some of them have not seen his family for more than 1 month. But he felt, you know what he said? He said, I found now special family, different family. I feel I am the father of all these patients and I have to look after them. Huh? So something very special, brothers and sisters. Now, what we can do in this time? There's many ways for you to please Allah. Choose the ibadah. Let me give you example, the worship or the good deeds. Good deeds are need, first of all, for any good deeds, purity of that good, the sincerity of that good deeds. Al-ikhlas. Allah needs from us sincerity, ikhlas. Let me give example. Let us imagine that there is a gemstones, precious stone, you know, sapphire, ruby, diamond, all, but 100 pieces. You know, you show it to a gemstone dealer, specialist. And he said, which of them is the best? He would pick one of them. He said, this is the one. Say, how about other? He said, all good, but this one very special. It's unique. The color is good. The purity is great. And this quality is rare quality. One is enough for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looked to the deeds. One good deed might change your life with ikhlas. Remember the story of the lady who have kept a cat in the cage? No food, no drink, until the cats died. What happened? She got to Jahannam. And the other lady who she saw a thirsty dog. The dog is thirsty. And she fed that dog. She gave him food, drink. What happened? What happened to that lady? She gave him drink, water. He was quenched his thirst. Allah ordered for her to be among the people of Jannah. Subhanallah. Yes. This is something very special. To choose your good deeds in the month of Ramadan. Try. What can I do now in this month, in this situation? Giving people food, that's something good. Helping, try to be creative. Because this is one of the way to the path to nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's very special, brothers and sisters. This is really very, very special. This is special, I will say, special opportunity for all of us. Al-Imam al-Ghazali radiallahu anhu said, As-Sawm, I mean, most of you maybe have heard about his sayings, radiallahu anhu. Imam al-Ghazali, he said, fasting are in 3 levels, 3 types. 1, Sawmul Umum, stop eating, drinking, whatever. This is everyone. All of us will do the same. 2nd, Sawmul Khusus, the fasting of special people. Who are they? Those when they fast from talking nonsense, listening to useless words, looking to useless things, go to useless places. The organs, fasting, the eyesight, the eating, the mouth, the hands, the legs. Third one, the special of the special. Which one? The heart, fasting from anything other than Allah. What that mean? When you sacrifice your heart to Allah, He subhanahu wa ta'ala won't let anything enter to that heart. He, tawfiq min indillah, from Him. You won't allow anything enter to that heart, only the great things, only the purest one, like this gemstone. So you will search of something to do in the month of Ramadan, in this situation, to be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, helping to the hospitals, fund people sick, family, they are the people whom they are sick in the hospital, maybe, and their families left behind. Be nice and kind to these families. That's what Allah will be happy with. The doctor themselves and nurses try to be many things we can do. Just think, and you'll find anyway. We always, human beings, we are always think of lots of things. You know? So we have to be creative in this moment, dear brothers and sisters, so that we won't lose this opportunity. And don't say, "Well, I'm." There are many people can do. Why not? Why not you? Don't allow fasting to be fast to break fast. You lose the ajr, the reward. You will get little. But it's a month of Ramadan special. Try to be as Allah wants you to be. Try to be as pure as you can, so that you got the highest reward you are able to get, inshallah, in this month. And put in your mind that things can be changed with one dua, one supplication. Everything will be changed. Let this supplication be yours. Being pure person, the dua will come from your heart. Allah will listen to it. And Allah will help subhanahu wa ta'ala. I ask Allah to grant us the nearness to Him, closeness to Him, and we to do the best what we can do in this month of Ramadan, so that we will get the highest reward, inshallah, fi dunya wal akhirah. Brother Abbas, it's 40 minutes already. I don't want to steal more time from all of you.
Thank you so much for these enlightened words. Especially, it's really spiritual for us in the Ramadan. And there are a few words, questions from how they're asking that how can we reflect the fact that nearness between Allah and the servant that you were explaining, they're asking about how the nearness between the servant or the people and his fellow beings, irrespective of the background and other things.
Good question. In our society, there are people whom we always go to them. Like, for example, you have, easy example, 10 wealthy people. Are all of them generous?
Sure. No.
Okay, there may be few of them generous. Are all of them generous when the generosity comes from the heart? Okay. So when you see someone directed to do something for the sake of Allah, because you want Allah only, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, as I said, al-qurb, 3, time, and then, Ya Allah, I'm yours. Right? Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani has beautiful words. He said, when al-faqir comes to you, he said, when al-faqir comes to you, put in my mind that he's Allah's gift to you. Allah gifted you this person to come to you, so for you to give him from what Allah have given you, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he said to him, he said also, when al-faqir, al-miskin come to you, and you give him, don't wait for him to say thank you. You say thank you to him. Brother, thank you for accepting from me what Allah, I'm just a cashier, let's say. Thank you for accepting from me. Why? Because when you give him something, you're fixing for him a trouble or a problem of his life. But when al-faqir accepts from you, the poor accept from you, he's fixing for you problem of your akhirah. See, if we think of these deeds in different way, we are not like doing something, to the people and make them feel down. No. We are the one We have to be humble by choosing by Allah to do that. So al-qurb is when you see yourself running first, not only advising people to do, when you see that means you've been chosen by Allah to be close to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. No.
Thank you so much for this. And also another one that we always talking about the hope of Allah. There are some people, they always depend on hope of Allah and not working or doing the responsibilities. How that differentiate, the responsibility of the human being and the hope of Allah.
The hope explained by the prophets. They are not like Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Isa, Sayyidina Ibrahim. They are the hope they have is like oceans, but they are not sitting. They are the example. Sayyidina al-Mustafa, he's our example. وَلَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. He's not advised people to do good, but he will do, he will go, he will work, he will search of the hope, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He won't stay in one place and just sit in one place and say, my hope is great. And no, nothing, no such things. Allah wants from us amal, sa'i. Sa'i mean what? When you say sa'i between Safa and Marwa, they go right and they're going here and there. This we call sa'i, hardship. Nothing come. Allah say, inna ma'al usri. There will be hardship, but you will find with that hardship there is yusra. So just giving hope, to have the hope in your mind and your heart and to work for it, that's what we have to do, inshallah. No.
And today we were talking about the more hope, Could you please explain something, from the prophetic life, these kind of very extraordinary moments of hope?
Hope, okay. I will give you one example, which is, inshallah, will be, it has a great impact in our life. When Sayyidina Mustafa left Mecca, Hijrah, the people behind him, they want to kill him. He and Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Ahl Mecca, they want to kill him. No, alas. And he's going to a place, Yathrib, he had not been. I mean, he don't know what's going to happen there also, what type of support they're going to have. But Allah, with all permission, okay. He said, إِنَّ الَّذِي فَرَضَ عَلَيْكَ الْقُرْآنَ لَرَدُّكَ إِلَى مَعَادٍ. Don't worry, you will come back home. He was in a situation that, and who followed him? Suraqa, there's someone, he's a opportunities hunter. He was searching of Sayyidina Sallallahu because Rasulullah was wanted. And if you get him, you give him to Quraysh, they will give him big reward. Whenever you try to be close to him, you cannot, the horse will scramble. And so at last, Sayyidina Rasulullah turned to him and said, go back, and I promise you the Bengals of Kisra. The Bengal. Now he have no home, Sallallahu no place, but he have hope. He have no home, but he have hope. And the things happen later in the time of Umar. They gave Suraqa the Bengals of Kisra, as Sayyidina Rasulullah promised him. And he was in the cave with Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, but he said to him, La tahzan, inna Allah ma'ana. In this situation, the people see them, Allah, that's the end. I say, Allah does. My hope is that Allah with me always, and He will help. Things after that changed, and he came back to Makkah. Inna fatahna laka fathan mubin. As we promise you, this is what you. So the hope is there, and when they become too tight, put in your mind, if everyone left you, your Creator won't leave you. He never created you for nothing. You have value. You have a great value. All great people, they were unknown on earth, but they known to Allah. Later become known to everyone on this earth. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, will write our names in the names of hopeful people and the known people to Him first of all, and then known people to others, inshallah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Because I know that it's a Fajr time in your place.
No problem. Just azan, it's okay. I mean, we still. If any other question or something, or I'm.
So we can just talk about the nearness of Prophet to his family, and then we will wrap it up with this end.
Wallahi, Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he is our, as I said, he's our greatest example. And he used to work very hard in all the means of his life, and one of that is the family. And you can imagine what type of family he has, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What type of schools that graduated all these great people, his small family, which is Ahlul Bayt, and the biggest family, the Ummah. All of them who graduated from the school of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they became great people. And that school keep delivering, alhamdulillah. The fruits, the tree never give up giving fruits always to others. So he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, have this quality of household that they are a great example in their purity, in their akhlaq, in most important, brothers and sisters, the moral character. You see, there's two things, our relationship to our families, we have learned there's two important things. One is looking after. I have my children, I look after, I buy a house for them, I buy food, I buy clothes, I put them in the best school, universities, I spend money, I buy car, this is looking after. But there is the highest one, this is what we call ri'ayah, first one. Second, tarbiyah, which is bringing up. That's the one. Akhlaq. The people will remember your son not because of his car, not because of his clothes, not because of whatever. Remember him by his good deeds, by his moral character, by his quality of being nice to others. I will end with this it's a small story, but has great meaning. They said there is one prince being given to a wise man. The king gave the prince to the wise man to look after him. Say, look after him. I want him to be the best. Teach him the meaning of this life. So he was teaching him. One day they were walking in a farm, and they saw the shoes of the farmer. They were working the farm, the farmer, and it's very old shoes, ugly, it's nothing. So the prince said to the wise man, he said, "Ya Sheikh, let me hide his shoes. So when he come after working, and he'll finish working, he'll see the shoes disappear, and he'll search here and there, and we'll have a fun a bit. We laugh, and we'll have a bit of fun." The Sheikh said, "Okay, I have another idea. Why not you put in each of these shoes that pair 1 dinar, example, and see what he's going to do." So he obeyed. So he put in one of them, in each of the shoes, 1 dinar, and they hide it behind one tree and look to the farmer. When the farmer came, he was wearing the shoes. He found the 2 dinars. He took them and he said, "Ya Allah, how fast you accept my dua. I was just asking, complaining to you that I have my wife is sick, I have no food in the house for my children, I didn't work, I don't work. So Allah, alhamdulillah, answered my dua. Ya Allah, for the one who made him a reason to please me, Ya Allah, as he pleased me in dunya, please me in akhirah. Ya Allah, give him long life." Allah, the prince was crying because he had got something no one can give, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one will listen, no one will accept, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is quality of what we can do to make ourselves, our families correct, to get the nearness to Allah, and for us, our name to be remembered by the later people, inshallah. May Allah bless you all with closeness, hope, our hope to be, we have to be helpful, inshallah, helpful always. May Allah grant us closeness to Him in the month of Ramadan and outside the month of Ramadan, not only in Ramadan. Let this Ramadan be a good school for us. After 1 month of fasting, inshallah, we'll graduate from the school as a great servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, we pray that Allah will give us the opportunity once again to be among those who attend the salat at the masjids, inshallah, in a peaceful life away from evil of seen and unseen. May He grant us happiness in dunya al akhirah. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with healthy life, physically and spiritually, inshallah. And Jazakumullah khair, brother, for hosting me, the organization for giving me this opportunity to be with all of you tonight. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah reward you the highest reward. And once again, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. Ameen.
Thank you so much for being with us, especially the words of the wisdom of hope and nearness. See you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.